And now for a little controversy. You can't have a card without a little bit of controversy, AJ. But Bo Nickal comes through and does what everybody expected that he needed to. We missed the layup because we said Bo by TKO, and it's like the sub layup was right there. No value in that, but still. But the controversy comes in the fact that Bo Nickal rushes forward, clinches up with Jamie Pickett, knees him straight in the nuts, takes him down, and then finishes him. And the referee, it felt like for a moment, I think it was Keith Peterson, it felt like he saw it and was going to step in, but then the takedown happened and he was like, fuck it, go ahead. It felt like nut shot or no nut shot, this was kind of inevitable, right? But it is not a fair shake when you get straight, come on, bro. So my question to you is, how does it look? Because you saw the replay, right, AJ? Like, you saw it was clean, right? Like, how clean would you say that was?
Basically the cap of his knee hit the cup square on, Derek. A very as clean as you could get. I think it was only cup that was hit, maybe a little bit of thigh, but basically all cup, man.
So what kind of look is it that Bo Nickal in the post-fight interview, I'm sure he probably didn't watch the replay or anything like that, but they asked him about it and he was like, no, I didn't hit him in the nuts. I'd never fight that way. I don't want to take shortcuts. And it's like, well, maybe you should believe the people who are asking you about it because there's an instant replay that shows, like, cleanly, right? So Bo Nickal kind of has his he has his opportunity marred a little bit, right? Because now it's like, yeah, you're a beast, but what would have happened? So Jamie Pickett is appealing this loss, all that. Two questions. One, is anything to come out of this appeal? Do they actually appeal it to a no contest? And then number two, shoot, man, Jamie Pickett got some experience and Bo Nickal just ragdolled him. So where are we going from here?
I don't think they overturn it or make this a no contest or anything like that. Whether you're getting kneed in the nuts or not, if a guy grabs a hold of you and throws you to the ground, don't let him do that, and you won't have it done. I mean, that's sure you got kneed in the nuts, but okay, like, it still happened. The fight is still on, and the rule remains the same. Protect yourself at all times. Whether you get kneed in the nuts or not, you still got to make sure you're not going to get punched in the face. So I don't think they're going to overturn it, unfortunately, for Pickett. What was the second question, Derek? I already forgot.
It's okay, because I kind of forgot too. I think what it came down to is that he ragdolled Jamie Pickett in such a fashion that it makes you beg the question, like, what's next? Who can you potentially match this guy up with next when you're steamrolling people this way?
Yeah, and I actually like the doubling down of Bo Nickal, where he says, I don't need anybody in the nuts, never. I feel like you got to double down, even though there is actual photographic proof that you need homie in the nuts. But where do we go with Bo Nickal? It's hard because he's such a big sell, so you got to put him on a pay-per-view. Maybe a fight week, I don't know, man. But, 185 pounds, this dude, if you can't feed him anything lower than 15 in that top 10 range, you got to fast track this dude. He has a lot of skill going forward. I'm trying to think, 185. Michel Pereira? He's 170?
Michel Paeta, I believe, is 170. Yeah, at 185, you're looking at, 185, you're looking at the Chris Curtis's, Andre Muniz, Brendan Allen, Kelvin Gastelum's. Like, those are kind of the tail end. Imavov, right? I don't know if they're going to give him a ranked guy yet, though, man, to be honest with you. I think that they're going to still try to build up his experience level in the UFC because, they pick and choose and who they want to kind of bring up the farm system a little bit. But Jamie Pickett has fought some legit guys, man, so you can't sit here and say that this was just some nonsense fight. If you look at Jamie Pickett, this dude fought the Dennis Tululin, Kyle Dawkins, Joseph Holmes, Starpoli, right? Like, he's fought some guys. So it'll be interesting to see what's next with Bo Nickal. I just thought that this was very similar to my sleeper, Cameron Simon, and how this dude was just nut-shotting off the fucking hook, man. Just nut-shot, eye poke. And it's like, dude, you're a beast and you're killing these dudes, but this is not making you look good. And I felt the same way with Bo Nickal. Either way, sky's the limit with this guy. Make a prediction right now, man. It's kind of tough to do so, but middleweight division, does Bo Nickal eventually become a champion?
100%. That wrestling is so hard to deal with in a division with some really good wrestlers too, but I feel like the levels are just absolutely astronomically different.
I want to see him fight a wrestler. That's what I want to see. I want to see Bo Nickal versus a legit wrestler and see what that turns into. Because if it turns into a kickboxing match, that's when the questions get answered, right? But either way, UFC 285.